Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to talk about AVAX, and unfortunately at the moment I'm not seeing necessarily optimistic signs. Why is that? If you remember in the previous update, when we were writing here, I said under any kind of circumstances I do not want to see a continuation of this move down in Avalanche in order to take this important low, which the lowest low is about, let's say, $18. And what happened? We definitely in this phase down in AVAX took all the lows in here. Now, why is taking this low so important? Because at the moment, I think we can kind of safely assume that we had starting from this point in AVAX about, let's say, $15.5 and ABC on the upside, and generally not a 5-wave impulsive structure. And well, this means unfortunately maybe our move down in Avalanche is not over yet. And sure, maybe in the short term we're going to get a move up, and for example I can tell you, well, okay, instead of this point being the end of our wave 4, this can be the end of our wave 4, and we can consider in this area having an A, B, C in form of a running flat, and this can be our final move down into wave 5, which means, well, okay, after an impulse we are going to have some sort of a move up, but I don't really have a lot of hopes for this move, because in my opinion, now that we have taken the low of our B leg in here, any kind of move up, according to my primary case at least, most likely is going to be just a simple correction structure and not an impulse. And well, on a higher degree, what are we having? Probably I would say 5 down into wave 1, correction for wave 2, and then we're gonna have another move down into wave 3 and 4 and 5. Sorry about that, what just happened? Something like this, in order to again take this low down here about $15.5. So for now, my primary case in AVAX just for the short term is gonna be the bearish one, indicating our move down. Maybe it's not over yet. Now, question, what needs to happen in order for me to change my tone a bit? I want to see a very strong move on the upside, maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in this phase, I want to see AVAX getting a break of this unbelievably important resistance area between $23.5 to about $25. And as long as we're not doing that, I'm not really going to be bullish in AVAX, and I'm going to stick with this possibility that suggests this is an impulse down, correction up, and we may see another move on the downside. So for now, I think we need to be a bit careful in Avalanche, because sure, we may see a move on the upside, and this might be in the short term some sort of a head and shoulder structure, but our move up might be just a simple trap, and after it you may see a continuation of the move down. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in AVAX, and until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.